Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro gaming video. In just a few short days, we will be getting our second community-inspired patch from Bungie in Destiny 2. I'm talking of course about the January update that is set to release on January 30th of this year. Now it's worth noting that the January update, much like the standalone December update that was separate from Curse of Osiris, will not be an expansion type update, meaning it's not going to bring new strikes and things of that nature. Instead, they are focusing on these small monthly updates just to introduce new things to the game, fix known issues in the game, and make overall quality of life improvements within Destiny 2. So all that being said, what can we expect to see in the January 30th update? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. So to start things out, I do want to say that at the time of recording this video, Bungie has not yet announced whether or not the Destiny 2 servers will be taken offline in order to deploy this patch, but I would say it's a very safe bet to guess that they will. And if Bungie's recent update schedule can be any indication as to what the downtime will be in Destiny 2, they typically take the servers offline at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and bring them back online around 11 a.m. or noon Pacific Standard Time. And of course, if you want to stay up to date on the Bungie server maintenance schedule, then I would recommend following Bungie Help over on Twitter. Now, whenever those servers come back online, there are some significant changes that we can expect to see. First up, Masterwork Armor. We're expanding the Masterwork system to include armor. Masterwork Armor provides increased damage reduction while using your super. You can reroll the armor stat type on Masterwork Armor, and similar to Masterwork weapons, you can upgrade a piece of armor to Masterwork by spending Masterwork cores and legendary shards. Now, I personally really like the Masterwork system that they have in place, and I'm really excited to see this system expand. I'm also really excited to be able to get a Masterwork core from literally every single reward that I collect, as opposed to right now when I can only get them if the drop is a weapon. I'm also really looking forward to the ability to re-rolling my gear stat type when my armor has been masterworked. Now what this means is, let's say that you have a mobile set of armor that you don't want to be mobile, you want it to be resilience or recovery. Assuming it's masterworked, you will be able to re-roll that stat. That's great. In addition to that, in this update we can expect a raid reward rework, which is something that has been a long time coming. We are updating raid rewards to make them more unique and interesting. They will now feature mods with raid-specific perks, and we are adjusting the rewards to ensure a raid item drops from each major encounter. The raid vendor will also directly sell Leviathan and Eater of Worlds armor and weapons for purchase with raid tokens and legendary shards. We are also adding a new ghost with raid-specific perks that has a chance to drop from the Leviathan and Eater of Worlds final encounters. We intend to return to creating more raid and other activity unique rewards in the future. Now, specific perks to a set of raid armor is something that, without question, should have been in the vanilla game. There's no excuse why it wasn't. As it stands right now in Destiny 2, if you go and collect any armor set whatsoever, doesn't matter if you get it from the raid, from trials, or even from Tess herself, it's all the same. It's all just a different look, and that's not cool. So, I mean, without question, this is a good move on Bungie's part to bring back raid-specific perks to armor and hopefully weapons as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. We can expect to see a fix coming in the January update that I have been waiting for since Curse of Osiris released, and that is the ICOR waypoint. If you guys aren't aware, ICOR has had a waypoint over her head since the release of Curse of Osiris, indicating that she has something for you to collect or you have something to turn into her, and you don't. According to Bungie, a fix for this issue is currently being tested and is on track for the January 30th update. That leaves a little bit of wiggle room if for whatever reason they can't make that January update, but here's hoping that they do. Another known issue that is scheduled to be fixed with the January 30th update is the fact that the gunsmith is currently not giving shaders whenever you rank him up and collect his engrams. Now, in terms of an impact for me in an update, this is pretty close to the bottom of my list. I didn't even notice that he wasn't giving me shaders. I just kind of noticed that I wasn't having to dismantle as many shaders as I normally was. So, I mean, cool, you're fixing it, but for me, I don't really care. And the last known thing that we can expect to see in-game for the January 30th update, and this is at the time of recording this video, but Iron Banner will be live on January 30th after the presumed server maintenance to install the January update has completed. At the time of recording this video, it's not yet known what the game type will be for Iron Banner, but we do know that Iron Banner will be available to everybody regardless of whether or not you have purchased the Curse of Osiris DLC. We also know that there will be some changes to the Iron Banner loot system. The most notable change will be the fact that you will now be able to purchase directly from Lord Saladin the entire armor set for Iron Banner. It's not yet known exactly what his prices will be, but I can assume, and I think it's a safe assumption to say, that it's probably going to be like all the other vendors, rank them up 10 times and then use a combination of legendary shards and that faction's tokens to purchase the armor. And that is going to bring this video to an end, my friends. If there are any more announcements between now and the January update going live, I will definitely make an addendum to this video. But if you enjoyed this one, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.